Hey everybody, welcome back to the world of RPGs. Today we're going to be taking a look at Ash of Gods Redemption. Now it's a dark fantasy tactical RPG, kind of an isometric view, and it plays out really similarly to the Banner Saga series if you've played those before. I will say this straight away, there is a lot of reading in this game, a lot of dialogue, so just be prepared for that. It's almost to the level of, I would say, visual novel because there's just so much to it. And the story so far from what I've played really tries to blur the lines between what is good and evil. And if you're one of the kind of players who really likes to go for one or the other, i.e. good or evil, this game's probably going to surprise you a lot because, well, you know what? Say no more. Just give it a shot and see what you think. Now, it's been out for a little while now. I think early 2018 was when it did come out, and at the time of making this video, it's actually on sale on Steam right now for less than $10 New Zealand, so it's probably like $5 or $6 US. So I'll leave a link down below if you guys want to take a little look-see after checking out this video. So there's some links down there to Discord, all my social media, all that kind of stuff. Otherwise, here we go. All right, let's take a look here. Let's go for a new game. Let's pick a brand new slot. Story mode difficulties. A special mode for those who enjoy the plot most. The auto battle system, powerful characters, and additional resources will let you concentrate on the story. Classic mode recommended for all players. The ultimate game experience, challenges, suffering, and hardships await. Iron Man mode. Classic. For experienced players, the initial difficulty will be higher than normal and you will not be able to change it during the course of the game. Only the last save will be available, so you will not be able to go back and alter important decisions. Ooh. We're going to go for classic mode right now to give you guys just a heads up on what this game's about. Check out this beautiful artwork. It's just unbelievable.
Unsolved mysteries are like an unquenched thirst, premonitions of trouble to spur you to keep going.
Wow, that opening cinematic is just so cool, man. I'll never get sick of watching that thing. It's brilliant. And this is cool. I don't think that this was voiced before, but the last time I tried this, and look at this artwork. Oh my god, so good.
"1,002 years since divine retribution, the end of winter, the Veil of Mercy, foothills of the Milky Mountains."
It's just beautiful. "700 years ago, you and the other Kuros took to the field that drowsy deep, seeking to prevent a great calamity, the reaping. Your self-sacrifice should have destroyed the Reapers once and for all. 9 years ago, you began feeling a growing sense of unease and decided to roam Terminum in search of the cause. A month ago, you met a temple servant in the town of Gordon. There was something peculiar about him. Feeling a long-forgotten sense of dread, you realized it was an Umbra Reaper in disguise. He noticed you too, but chose not to pursue. Bowing in jest, he merely winked at you. The return of the Umbra forewarns an impending reaping, so you head to the Milky Mountains seeking the local seeress. You hope to learn the time and place of the coming reaping and prevent it. When you step onto the narrow path, you notice several sets of footprints. At the time, you thought others might be seeking advice from the seeress, but they are just ordinary bandits in search of easy prey. Alright, so straight away we're into a combat tutorial. Time to act. Blue tiles indicate where your character can move during a current turn. Orange tiles indicate extra moving distance. Your character must spend some energy to move there. We've got 3 skills. We've got Quick Strike. So select Quick Strike. Enemies standing on pulsating tiles are within reach and can be attacked using the chosen skill. To select the target, click on the tile it's occupying. Got it. Most attacks allow you to damage either the enemy's health or their energy. Select the health damage. So you get to attack one or the other, which is pretty damn cool. Your character will close on the enemy and attack them. I'm just casually walking up there, about to cut this guy in half. That's right. Damaging an enemy's energy reduces their options because faster movement and powerful skills require energy to execute. Moreover, if an enemy has 0 energy remaining, double damage will be dealt to health instead of energy. Gotta keep that in mind. This enemy has a lot of health but only 5 points of energy. It makes sense to strip him of his remaining energy so that you can deal double damage to health. Click on the enemy with the right mouse button to see a list of skills you can use against him. Okay. Quick Strike, energy. This guy banged his shield in like almost in celebration. He was like, wow, that was good. This guy knows what he's talking about. Maybe we shouldn't have tried to ransack him for his coin purse. You can select an enemy to learn more about the abilities. Click on the tile they're standing on with the left mouse button. Now that you've chosen your enemy, you can see a list of skills in the lower part of the screen. Mouse over them to read their descriptions. So he has Axe Hurl and he has Berserk. Okay. You can choose to manually walk to your destination before choosing an attack. Click on an empty tile with the left mouse button to confirm your action. Nice. If you want to use a skill that doesn't require a target, right click on the tile your active character is standing on. You'll see a golden circle under his feet. You'll see a list of skills which do not require choosing a target first. There's also a skip turn button which comes in handy if you're unable to act or don't want to. Remember to always finish the turn by using one of the active character's attacks or by clicking the skip turn button. Okay. Select circular hit. Choose to damage an enemy's energy. Your character will deal damage to all nearby enemy units. Enemy units with no remaining energy will receive double damage. Man, this guy be throwing axes. End the battle. I got you. Let's right click this guy, double damage to health. I love how he just kind of walks over there. Like he just walks over there, man. And he's like, yeah, it's time. You know, like it's time. So casual. Close. You're about to knock on the hut's door when it suddenly swings open. A woman appears on the doorstep. Your heart leaps from your chest. She's the one you left behind when you went to fight at Drowsy Deep. She's the one you loved, Emma. In a detached manner. Blanc, it took you a long time. It's been 702 years. You managed to survive where 12 of our kin perished. Did you go into hiding? Please call me Hopper. I'm already used to that name. I was called Blanc once when we were together, but I wasn't hiding in that battle, you know. I was wounded, pierced by arrows. That's why I didn't complete my task. Yes, I've heard the legend of the 12 brave ones. They who cast an enchantment on themselves and returned to stone. They achieved their goal. The land they called home was free from plague and reaping. A price too high, though, by my reckoning. Why did you come in search of me again? I wasn't looking for you, but for the local Cirrus. There are signs. Beasts are leaving the forest of Datura. The Vandal Witch has been sighted on woodland trails. I ran into Atrak while in Gordon myself. They have returned. Is another reaping upon us? That's a foolish question, Hopper. I do not foretell the obvious. You might as well have asked whether winter will follow autumn. The reaping is coming. You know it. All loose ends shall be tied. Ooh. What do you mean by tied? I like that there's decisions here as well. There are decisions in this game that will more or less lock into place and steer the story along certain paths. And some, I can tell you this right now, some of the decisions that you will make have very, very far-reaching consequences, so that you can't just go back and load the game and change that consequence without losing like 20 hours of gameplay. So just a little heads up there, to make choices based on, you know, if you're actually going to roleplay some characters or something like that, to pick something and actually stick with it. What do you mean by tied? One day the final reaping will come. The question is, will anything be left in this world afterwards? Besides, of what concern is it to you? Are you not immortal? The soundtrack, though. I'm the same as you, Arma. Even if we are both Umbra, we have long embraced the human way of life. I care about the fate of Terminum. To the reaping we are no more than specks of dust. This time we don't have the 12 comrades willing to sacrifice themselves. Among those still living, some will succumb and become reapers. Do you really wish to involve yourself? I need to stop the reapings. They're happening again because of me. It's my fault. Still thinking of yourself. We are maggots, the lowliest of servants, lucky enough to have a seat at the table. Are you looking for the forsaken gods of this land? I have a book that describes the life of one. Here, take it. I had a good laugh reading through the nonsense. Thank you for the book. I've been searching high and low for similar records, but still, when and where will the reaping begin? That's where I'm needed. I know it. 700 years and the dead have blamed me. I need your help. Give me a knife, the same kind our brethren sacrificed themselves with it. Sacrifice themselves with. Give it to me and you'll get your answer. Pity, I'd really hope to use it. I doubt anything else can kill a reaper. Well, here you go, but why do you want it? The reaping shall begin on the day of the vernal equinox, both in the north and the south, in the towns of Woden and Olbius. I wouldn't waste time if I were you. Sadly, I don't have the time to reach the north. Farewell. I hope our paths cross again, though you still haven't told me why you need the knife. I saw you kill me with this very knife, Hopper, so I hope our paths never do cross again. Farewell. Oh.
What does one need to meet old age in peace? Only to avoid a major disaster.
Ooh. Chapter 1.
Year 1002 since divine retribution. Burkana, the kingdom of Odala, city of Albius. The spring equinox. 8th year of peace since the last war. A retired captain of the guard and his daughter are strolling through the festival market.
Ooh. Strange. A woman in odd clothing is walking away from the town hall. Her beauty should be turning heads, yet I seem to be the only one who notices her. Gleda, are you daydreaming again? You nudge your daughter when you see the burgomaster Baron Trovel approaching. Good day, Thorn. Gleda, I take it there is a reason you've been scouring the market since dawn, looking for a gift for Leaky? Yes, how did you know? No, just taking a stroll. Are you choosing a festal sacrifice? How did you know? Patting you on the shoulder. Olbius is far from the largest town. There aren't too many captains of the Royal Guard here, even fewer captains' wives. And only one of those wives celebrates her birthday on the day of the spring equinox. Please give her my regards. I will, Burgomaster, though you are most welcome to stop by and do it in person. The Burgomaster is eager to carry on, but one of the citizens calls his name. Trovel gives you a nod and tends to matters. A stubborn old man. He seems resilient. I heard he is a distant relative to the king himself. The distance of their relation may be the secret to his longevity. Lol. It looks like we got carried away and aren't any closer to picking a gift for Leaky. What are we going to get her? Care to give me a hint? What would your mother like? In the dialogue window, this icon means that your choice will have far-reaching consequences. Okay. Here's our first consequence choice. We could give her jewelry, maybe clothing. If only Mact came to visit. I don't know who Mact is. Let's pick this one. If only Mact came to visit. There's talk of trouble on the borders. Your brother must be rather busy. I hope he finds time to send his mother a letter at least. I hope so too. He would have known what a gift to get. He would have known what gift to get for her birthday. I'm sure you can manage on your own. I didn't actually select a gift. I wonder if that was bad. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble, I think. Patagang stall, Glida. Oh, so this... Oh man, this is just so cool. I love this artwork. And I really do enjoy the way that they've presented this game. So, at this screen, you can basically just choose what to do and where to go. It's nice and simplified at the start here, so that's pretty cool. Let's talk to Glida. Is there something you wanted to talk about? I know what mother really needs. Good health for her ailing heart. Is there a way to mend it? Magic? Help from the gods? I don't put faith in magic. Even the gods, it seems, don't offer help to their servants. Remember how we call their temple? The temple of the divine retribution. Only fools expect any help from them. I wish we knew why they had to exact this retribution on your mother. Then we should be content with what the market has to offer, and I'm going to win tomorrow's fencing tournament in her honor. Do you honestly think that she'll take pleasure in watching her daughter hurl herself at another's blade, even if it is but a practice sword? Mum used to fence when she was younger. I'm a better fencer than any of the others who signed up. Yeah, Mum used to fence when she was younger. I never could understand that. Thank the gods she never had to use that skill. Alright, let's go and buy something. He doesn't get it. Let's go to Rask's store. Did Dad find out where I really go during my midday walks? There's nothing criminal in it, but I'd rather nobody knew of my manuscript hunting. I've told him that I go to the pastry shop, which usually isn't true. I just hope Rask doesn't betray my secret. Glida, this is Rask, an old friend and expert in all kinds of curiosities. We've known each other since Oda. Uh-oh. Here we go. She's gonna be like, oh, hey, mister? I have no idea who you are, but hi. Hello, Rask. It's been a while. It's been 3 years, my dear Thorn. We've run into each other now and then, but ever since you arrived in town, newly retired, and brought a silver necklace with a garnet, you've forgotten all about my shop. Are you here to get a gift for Leaky? What makes you think I'm here to buy something for Leaky? Uh-oh, here we go. Well, who else would you be shopping for? Perhaps I'm looking for a gift for my daughter. Then you should visit the smithy. Glida's passion for blades and the like is the talk of Albius. I could buy one of those scrolls from you. Glida enjoys reading no less than fencing. I'd be surprised if she hasn't visited your shop already. But you're right, I did promise to get her a new blade. Fair enough, I'm looking for a gift for my new wife. Remember the last time you bought her a birthday present? It wasn't exactly on the vernal equinox. I won't hide it. I'd been pleased had you started buying jewelry from me every year since. My wife hasn't been interested in jewels for the past few years, though the garnet necklace is her favorite. She's been feeling better as of late. Is it true that garnets aid a weak heart? If I'm not mistaken, garnets possess no magical properties, but certain other stones do. Concoctions cannot mend an ailing heart, but the warmth of a loving family can preserve it. Though I have heard that there is a particularly skilled healer in Ursus, Unda is her name, but even she cannot perform miracles. What stones were you talking about? A healer from Ursus? Yes, I've heard of her. What stones are you talking about? You are wearing one of them on your chest, a Strix. Your captain's insignia and your protection. In troubled times like these, it can protect you from a common woe. What do you mean? A common woe, that is how ancient texts describe the reaping, a plague that takes countless lives. I see you enjoy perusing ancient manuscripts. Get off it, old friend. Try something other than old legends if you want to sell your wares. And you, Gleader, it's high time you grew out of such fairy tales. If you doubt the magical properties of Strixes, then remove your captain's insignia. Just don't put it away. It might be of use. Although several generations have passed without the need for such stones arising. Ooh, the pendant is mine by right. I didn't steal it. I earned it. What sort of magic trinket becomes useful only once every few generations? And why are you so fixated on this pendant? Is a Strix really that valuable? So I'm a non-believer right now. Why are you so fixated on this pendant? Is a Strix really that valuable? I offer nothing to no one without purpose. Nevertheless, I've been having premonitions as of late. Providence must have brought you to my shop today. You're looking for a gift, and I want you and your family to survive the coming troubles. Call me superstitious, even mad if it pleases you. I hope I'm not mistaken, but my premonitions tend to come true, and you, Thorn, will benefit from this Strix. This I know. It is indeed expensive, but you can pay in installments over several years if you like. Rask reaches into a box and places a highly polished stone on the counter. The metal setting is very unusual. It looks like an insect tightly clutching the stone in its legs. If this large Strix reduces in size, the platinum base will squeeze its legs to grip it tightly. Think of it as magic if you like. I've never come across magic. Tell me how your amulet works. Magic is of no use to anyone. I don't want to waste time on this. Tell me how this works. I'll tell you what the ancient text says about Strixes. When a common woe comes, death walks among mankind and saps their vigor. But death finds a Strix sweeter than one's life, more alluring. Until the stone has been sucked dry, the wearer will yet live. It gives hope. You're saying hope can be bought. What then is the price? Such rarities do not come cheap. The price for the stone is 100,000 gold coins. Even if I paid you over 10 years, I still couldn't afford it. If only you knew how quickly decades go by. What I mean is that at my age, I've already been thinking in decades for some time. In our case, every hour counts, right, Gleader? Does anything come to mind? I'd consider the Strix. Here's what we'll do. Take the stone, no deposit, no acknowledgement of debt. And I'll take your word, Thorn, for if you lie, I will lose faith in the kindness of men. If you or your family find no use in it, for the next year, you'll return it. Agreed. That's a pretty good deal. It would be foolish of me to decline such a generous offer. A Strix it is then, even if I do have to return it in a year's time. Rask, you're behaving quite strangely today. You take the Strix from the table and hide it under your shirt. You look up at Rask. He is staring at the ceiling, his face pale. At first you are confused, but then you hear the bell ringing from the town hall. That doesn't sound like our chimesman. Why is the town bell ringing? If I were Trouble, I would have had the chimesman's head chopped off. Is he drunk again? It isn't even noon. That bell rings 4 times a day. Don't you find it annoying, Rask? You watch in surprise as Rask takes a big sack and starts emptying the contents of his numerous drawers, big and small, into it. Man, he's getting out. Just a matter of habit, my dear Thorn. With time, you get used to much stranger things. This guy knows what's up. This guy, something's all up with this guy. You do not realize how wise a choice you have made. Silver could be of use, of course, but a Strix will most certainly aid you. And if it does, how long will I be paying for it? 5 years? A decade? The bell keeps tolling. Rask slings the sack over his shoulder and takes an axe with a curved handle from the wall. It no longer matters. I hope we meet again. I would flee from the town if I were you. The fortress of Oparcum is the safest place to go. The merchant retreats into his shop. You hear the back door open and close. Gleader, it looks like Rask has lost his mind. We should leave. No one's concerned? Wow. Lots of stuff just happened in like 2 minutes. The entire town has been destroyed. It's old mate from the cinematic at the start. You see Baron Trouble lying on the ground. Blood flows from his mouth, nose, ears, and eyes. He is dying. Resilient. Dorp Carl the Reaper. You struggle to stay on your feet. Blood gushes from your nose. Gleader, scared to death, cowers behind your back. Rather taciturn. What do you want? Nothing. The Burgomaster decided for you all. Decided what? Ritual. A tribute to memory. You use the last of your strength to keep standing. Your heart pounding is about to leap from your chest. Your throat tightens. Dying already? I beg you, leave my daughter alone. No, I'm going to live a while longer. Yeah, let's stay stoic. No, I'm going to live a while longer. It looks as if the monster is grinning. It clenches its fists, pain shoots through your heart, and your chest tightens. A moment later, the pain stops. Thorn Brennan has a minor injury. The reaping is growing stronger. The towering monster looks at you for a moment, then extends its arm and points to your pendant. The monster grabs your captain's insignia, clenching it in his fists. Hissing, the strix in the pendant shrinks. The reaping begins with your family, Thorn Brennan. Ooh. The monster vanishes. You shake your head, coming to your senses. Blessed gods. Did you hear what it said about our family? Quick, we've got to get home. Why, the entire town has just been murdered. Glea cries out, stopping you in your tracks. She hastily pulls aside some colored plaques from under her belt. These almost burned me. Ras gave them to me about a week ago. Supposedly they used to be magical battle cards in the past. They become burning hot all of a sudden. Take a look at the cards. Ooh. The magical plaques are hot to the touch, almost burning your fingers, yet they fit comfortably in the palm of your hand. You feel as if you could, but with a gesture, sling spells at any foe. Could they be regaining their power because of the reaping? You wonder where Ras came by these cards, but you remember seeing them peddled as curios and souvenirs at many Birkenau markets. The sound of footsteps come from somewhere up ahead. 3 thugs are barring the way. Their swollen faces are contorted with mindless rage. Did highwaymen become so brazen as to attack townsfolk? With a swift motion you draw your sword, but the thugs are unimpressed. You look closer and notice their vacant eyes and foam at their mouths. Your opponents are either very drunk or insane. You step in front of Gleda. I'll beat some sense into them. Stand back. In response, Gleda steps aside and draws her own blade. Did I practice with a sword all these years just to cower behind your back? Together we can deal with them faster. What your daughter is really asking for is some stern parenting, but the thugs attack you with a feral roar. You can only hope Gleda has taken your lessons to heart. Let's go, man. Let's get this done. If you have more than one character in your party, you can choose the turn order. Just select any character standing on a highlighted tile, choose an action to end their turn, and their tile will dim. When all of your characters end their turns, a new round will begin, and you'll be able to choose between the available characters again. Using cards. So these are like spell cards. Click on the icon on the bottom left to use a card. Each card is a number that shows in which round it will become available. Each card can only be used once per battle. After you use a card, it won't be available again until the next battle. Red skulls next to a character portrait indicate the number of wounds the character has sustained. The character stats are lowered depending on the number of wounds. If a character sustains 4 wounds, they die. Keep an eye out for this useful button. It can be found throughout the game. Click on it to read descriptions of various game mechanics. Place your units before the start of battle. I think this is going to be good. Just like right here. Right? Let's go. Okay, so let's go for this guy. He's got 20 and 12, 25 and 12, 40 and 5. 20, 25 and 12. Deals 7 damage. Pushes back an enemy by 1 tile. Parry. Deals 7. 3 health. Also, these are like costs, huh? Well, there's actually a countdown right here, by the way. I forgot about that. So you can select your characters on the left here. All the cards are down here on the left, bottom left. The enemies are over here, which is pretty damn cool. He has Furious Strike and Brutal Blow, Sweeping Blow and Wounding Blow. Okay, so this is the attack guy. So let's try and knock this guy around a little bit. Let's do 7 damage to this guy. Alright, we knocked his butt back. We're fine. We're fine. So she's got 9 damage. Heavy strike. Wow, she has an enormous amount of attack. But it costs so much. It costs me 27 health to use this ability. We don't want that. We don't want that. That's right. See, that's what you get. But the animation in this game is just staggering. Also, we get like a little counter blow. Oh, brilliant. It's just brilliant. We're fine? We do. We do get like a little counter. Okay, so double attack now. Double damage. We went for the parry. That was actually really good. So the attack and parry is actually pretty damn cool. I thought it was double damage once they had no energy left. Or maybe you have to attack them again? Maybe I have to hit... Let's learn this. Okay, so when you attack the energy, it does... I see. My bad. Okay, so let's go parry. So he gets a turn after every single... Oh, he does. Okay, so it's not a turn order. There we go. It's not a turn order, it's to keep things fair, I guess, so you don't end up with like a full party just absolutely wailing on one dude. But then he gets like 6 or 7 turns around if you've got like a full party. That could be interesting. Frozen with terror, Gleda stares at the bloody corpses. This is the first time she's fought to the death. Grabbing your daughter by the shoulders, you shake her until she looks away from the bodies. She meets your gaze and, steeling herself, nods with determination. You are proud of your daughter, but even more so, worried about your wife, Leaky. There's no time to lose. You need to get home as soon as possible. A couple of side alleys later, you open a familiar gate. We got 1,000 gold. Nice. You run into the house. Blood covers the living room floor. Old Tenny, your housekeeper, stands at the door trembling. Kina, his daughter, and your maid lies motionless on the floor. Just beside her is your wife, Leaky. Oh my god. Leaky, how could this happen? Tenna, what happened here? Oh... Tenna, what happened here, dude? Gleda is trying to say something but cannot speak through the suffocating sobs. It takes all your willpower to retain composure. Managing to speak is a struggle. With jaws and fists clenched, nails dig deep into the flesh of your palms and your teeth feel as if they are about to crack. Gleda is stroking her mother's hair and whispers to her. For a brief moment you consider ending your own life, but you have a daughter in need of protection. She resembles your wife so strongly. You slowly turn to the servant. He is saying something. Such a tragedy has befallen us, oh such grief. First, both Leaky and Kina screamed in pain. Then my daughter seemed to lose her mind. She went at Mistress Leaky with a knife. Mistress defended herself, but... Wow. Wow. Gleda, give me a hand. Take a sheet from the bed and cover Kina's body. I will in a moment. Wow. Oh, the artwork, man, is just so good. Oh, the horror. His Excellency Count Victor and his young son Bran always said it would end this way. This shouldn't have happened. The Count said many things. Don't you dare mention their names. The Count said many things. Dad, this isn't the time for old grudges. It said that it would start with our family. We have to try and leave town. You're right, Cleta, pack your things quickly. Tenna, saddle the horses. Understood. You brush aside a strand of your wife's hair and notice something odd. A dark blue mark, like an ulcer on the nape of her neck. The surrounding skin is swollen as if burnt. Cleta also notices it and backs away, her face pale. This is right out of an ancient manuscript. The same thing happened 700 years ago. A pain pierces your neck and grows into a fiery noose. It strangles you and you die in terrible agony. They called this the plague, the reaping. Dad, the back of my neck is burning. Let me see. Damn it, you've got the same mark. Take a look. Do I have it? Nothing. How come? Why did the plague spare me? I don't believe in luck. There must have been something else. Something that protected me. But what? I hope Rask was right. Cleta, come here. Put this on. You pull Rask's pendant from the bag and hang it from your daughter's neck. She nods and you pull her into your embrace again. Oh, why didn't she put it on before, dude? Now she's affected. You walk to the front yard and look around. No, you shouldn't bury Leaky here. Better do it in the back. Cleta follows you. Get Tenna and bring the bodies here. You tell her. Be quick about it. Our time is short. Just wrap them in something, alright? You finish digging. Your hands are shaking, but not from fatigue. Tenna buries his face in his hands. Cleta is a shadow of her former self. Realization dawns. If you halt, sorrow will drown you. You climb out of a freshly dug grave and lift Leaky's body. You lay Keena's body beside that of her mistress. They used to play together as children. You lift the shovel. Cleta remains still. Tenna mumbles one of the temple hymns. What could he be asking of the gods, you wonder? What use of prayers to his daughter now? You drop the last handful of dirt onto the grave and throw the shovel aside. You feel as if on the edge of a cliff. Your wife is no more. Her body, no longer in your warm embrace but in the cold earth. For some reason you still live. Cleta hugs you, pulling you back from the precipice. The same as when you met the Reaper. Dude, holy crap. Someone is pounding at the gate. Screaming can be heard. Let's talk to Cleta. Cleta loads up her horse, weeping over the tack. Oh mum, how are we going to live without you, she whispers. You embrace your daughter. She presses her face wet with tears into your chest. It's over for Leaky, my dear, but for you and Mact, it isn't. Remember this, no matter how much it hurts. Cleta nods and tries to steel herself. No longer sobbing, she starts strapping the saddlebags. It's not over for you either, Dad. No matter what you think, I'm nearly finished. Just need to pack Rask's scrolls. Maybe I'll get a chance to return them. It pains you to look at your daughter, whose every motion is like that of your wife. You grit your teeth and carry on. There's no time to lose. Help Cleta fasten the package. Yep. Cleta buries her face in your shoulder. Thank you. Mum's dead. We've got to return from the reaping. We've got to run from the reaping, and I'm still fussing with this package. Tenna, what's up, dude? You enter the house and see that Tenna has packed your things, but it seems he is in no rush to leave. What's keeping Tenna? Tenna makes a helpless gesture. Forgive me, Master Brennan, but I'm not coming. I must remain by my daughter's side. I will look after the house for as long as I draw breath. Ask him whether he hopes to survive. What? Tell Tenna that he's been an excellent servant. Do you hope to survive this? Absent-mindedly, the old servant shakes his head. Why would I want to go on living? A man's life is in his children. I've got none left. Olbius can rot for all I care. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. It's Captain Krieger. Fisk, the guardsman on the northern gate, is with him, as are 4 lads from his company. What should we do? Let him in before he destroys the gate. Cleta, shut the stable doors for now, just in case. I'll be damned. Quick, bring the horses in. Thorn, has your old servant gone deaf or something? I banged my fist bloody on your damn gate. Don't you know what's happening in the town? Shut up. I do know. Tenna just lost his daughter. Do you understand? And I lost my wife. Curse this damn town. Leaky. Gods, I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry. Damn me if I upset you, Thorn. You'll die, so don't worry about it. At this rate, all of us will. What happened to you? When that monster came to town, everyone went berserk. Have you seen the sign it left on the gate? What do we do now? I wanted to ask the burgomaster, but I don't think I could make it through. Besides, I had the lads with me. Hey, you pansies, come here. You alright? Looks as though you didn't even shit your britches. Take care of the horses while we figure something out. Oh, one of the soldiers leans against the shed, legs seemingly unable to support him. The young soldiers from Albius Company are tending to the horses. Okay, let's talk to this guy, this poor guy here. Brett, lounging about. No, just coming to my senses, thinking what to do. Cower, what else? What hope have you against a Reaper? Oh, I get to be kind of rough with him. Let's say, what hope have you against a Reaper? It came after me. You'll see. It knows where I'm hiding, and it will find me again. It came for all of us, numbskull. You think you're special or something? If God's forbid it comes back, it'll be after all of our heads. Thorn, we need to leave now. Nowhere to run or hide. Death is in the air. Loyalty decreased. Brett. Listen to me, boy. Do not ever let fear wag your tongue for you. Curb it. If you want to die, go die. Just don't drag others into it. Wow. Man, this is crazy. Stable. Sop, quit following Hode's tail. Go tighten the tack on your horse. Look at these two. Oh, you remember me. Help me get rid of this nanny at this rate. He'll soon be holding my member while I piss. Let him look after Gleeder. Why not? But Hode, aren't we friends? Don't you see what's happening in Albius? Don't drag Gleeder into this. I worry about you. Aww. I'm not raw dough and you're not a baker. If you want to look after me, do it from further away. That's what distress does to men. You look as stiff as a prick in a bathhouse, Sop. Don't worry, he'll cool off and you'll be good pals again. Thorn, what else do you want to ask the lad? Why the sour look? How are you holding up? I'm trying my best. My knees are shaking. I don't like this one bit. I'd rather have a war. War doesn't keep men waiting. You'll find that your knees shake less when you're marching. Let's see what lies ahead. Then point us in the right direction. Just don't talk. You're our superior now, aren't you? Why are you staring at the gate? Well, I mean, it's a really nice, sturdy gate. We could just stay here and wait for this mess to clear up. Let's not ford a river of shit. We're already knee-deep in it, Sop. What do you think this gate is going to stop? That monster? Or maybe the plague? What's next? Crawling under the sheets? Will it help? I want to do the right thing. What if the madmen come to their senses? Then everything will be alright. I don't think this guy gets it. Should I sing and dance? This is no fort. We have to get to Ursus. The walls are taller and the Gerenan army is nearby. The king himself is there and we won't go hungry. All you care about is stuff in your face. If the entire Gerenan army loses their minds like this Albius guards, Ursus will be good for nothing. I mean, we haven't been afflicted with madness, so there must be some sane in Ursus too. Let them deal with this mess. Alright, enough talk. Look at Sop ramble. He's usually too busy chewing. He probably thought we'd be hiding in a tavern. If you could hide from this mess in a tavern, I'd be there already. Krieger, do something. We didn't join Brennan's company by chance, did we? I mean no disrespect, Captain. Then respect my decisions. First, we need to leave the town. We'll ride to the nearest menhir to be rid of the plague. We'll see where we go from there. Loyalty increased, Sop. Okay, so Sop likes me. The archer guy does not. Gather everyone by the gate and devise a plan. Krieger, forget about trouble. The burgomaster is dead. We're up to our belts in shit. What do we do now? Wash the shit stains and run. What's the sign on the gate? Check the back of everyone's neck. The plague leaves a mark. Yep, let's do this. We figured that out already. None of my lads are marked. Checked them myself. Townsfolk have been clutching their necks though. The gods showed pity on us, spared us from this plight. Why would be squirming on the ground without him? Thank the gods. Fisk. Loyalty increased. Fisk. You invoke the gods, but they have naught to do with it. Confound them. Well, we've got Strixus to aid us, and you, Fisk, what do you have? What do you mean? I have a spear and armor. Though they aren't of the highest quality, I'll admit. I wonder whether you're drunk or just stupid. Perhaps I'm not making myself clear. A bit slow on the uptake, aren't you? I'll explain, but I won't repeat myself. Strixus protect you from the plague. Krieger and I have our captain's insignias. These lads have earrings with flecks of the stone. Where is your Strix? Showing you a piece of jewelry. I've got a small one in this pin. It used to be my mother's. I've kept it in memory of her, though I don't wear it. It's a lady's pin after all. So she protects you even in death. Pray to your dead mother, Fisk, rather than the gods. You said something about going berserk. Well, you see, the monster just etched a sign on the gate and vanished. Then the bell started ringing and everything went to shit. The people got to their feet and started beating their living daylights out of each other. Some scampered off, others took up arms. Some folks used their bare hands. Fisk and I ran, but that didn't go too well. Even people we knew were lunging at us. We wanted to avoid killing them, of course, but the way things were, we fought our way back to the stables and found these here lads. I see, it's starting to make sense. The plague leaves its mark and it makes you go berserk, but not always. Perhaps some possess the fortitude to resist, or do strictures have aught to do with it? The mark, not a death sentence then, if you can resist it. Things are looking up, lads. Something to drink to. What's the sign on the gate? How should I know? I was standing guard by the northern gate with Fisk. May the gods punish him with sobriety. Suddenly a monster appeared. I've heard of this creature. Temporal records refer to them as reapers, for they come and reap time. They don't always look like monsters. Sometimes they appear almost human. Umbra they call themselves. But there's only a passing mention of them in the chronicles. I've got no idea, and frankly I don't fucking care. I just know what I saw. Such a sight, you'd shit your britches. Many did in fact. They all fell to the ground. The monster drew some kind of mark on the gate and let out a screech. The Reaper said that the gate was sealed and the death would come for all. It spoke in the temple tongue, and then in Frisian. Shut up already, you fucking witling. We've been prattling on and on. If only you waved your sword around with as much bravery as you wagged that tongue, you snot-nosed brat. Krieg is pretty harsh. Have I ever given anyone a reason to call me a coward? Krieger, drop it. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him a bit quiet. Krieger, man, you're the captain, dude. Come on, dude. Hold your horses. You two flit. Calm down. How come you know so many languages? Just had to learn them. Many records exist only in Frisian or in the temple tongue. Knowledge is never useless. As for courage, you either have it or you don't, and you can't know if you don't do it until there is need of it. It is time to leave. Let's go. Damn, it almost slipped my mind. When that thing left its sign on the gate, the townsfolk didn't lose their minds right away. First, a merchant rode through the square in a gallop. It's a miracle he didn't trample anyone. He turned the handle on the winch, said something between the gates, opened him up, and off he went. All by himself, and here I thought he was a good-for-nothing milksop. Surely you know him, short beard, always smiling, shop near the town hall, doesn't shy away from drinking either. Rask! So he managed to get out of town. Is the gate still open then? No, the townsfolk were already going berserk. Some of the guards went after this Rask fellow by the way. Then the gate slammed shut. No one was holding it open. So it's possible to open the gate after all. Krieger, gather everyone, let's go, we're leaving town. Tenna, are you sure you won't change your mind? I'm too old to change my mind, master. May the gods grant you an even road. Farewell. Oh, that's just so sad. I just don't want to leave this guy behind at all. As you wish. Everyone behind me and Krieger. Tenna, open the gate. You stop in the square near the gate, dismount and peek around the corner. The ground before the gate is littered with corpses. Beside them, guards shuffle about, scratching their necks and growling now and then. They have weapons at the ready. The incessant tolling of the bell makes you squirm as you examine the gate. There is some kind of glowing sigil on it. The square is filled with abandoned carts, baskets, crates and corpses. There is no way you can ride through. You have to make a decision. Wow. Turning to face the rest. Don't you realize what's going on? How come these madmen don't scatter? Why did the monster seal the gate? Shall we try breaking through? Why did the monster seal the gate? Those reapers are like children, very cruel children, pitting people against each other just to see what happens, like playthings. It's what father said. Is your father a temple servant by any chance? A royal scribe, but I didn't want to be a scribe, I wanted to become a warrior, so I fled from the capital. Consider your wish granted. I'd hope it has lost its charm. It soon will in any case. How come these madmen don't scatter? Maybe they serve the Reaper now and are bound to its will. Ancient manuscripts make no mention of that. However, it is said the reaping is different each time. The Reaper could have thought up some new trick. Rask mentioned something like this too. You're discussing the reaping with Rask? Sometimes you don't know anything of the history if you don't know the reapings. They drive it, even though there have only been two. Who knew it would come back? Alright, since there is no other explanation, we'll go with this. Should we try breaking through? What do you mean, break through? Are you out of your damn mind, Thorn? I know those lads, every single one of them. See the red-haired one? You know him too. He was a boy when he came to me, what, 15 years ago? He wanted to become a guardsman, and he did. Do you suggest we hoist our horses over the wall then? I know those lads too. See that woman lying there by the barn? She's mother to one of them. And who do you think cut her down? These are not the people we knew, Krieger. Well, I'm not quite myself when I drink either. Should I be killed for it? How do you know this can't be undone? Do what you will, Captain, but I won't lead an attack on my own men. You see the corpses at their feet. Those are our lads. Damn it, I'll give the order. Oh man, it's time to act. We cannot just charge at them. We need to split up. One group joins the fight, the other circles around the flank and makes for the gate. Why split? There's strength in numbers. And what if more madmen turn up? I'm not here to win a fight. I just want us to get out of this alive. How do we open the gate? It's sealed by the sign. If Rask managed, then so can we. On your guard. You there, follow me, the rest to the gate. Ooh, so we get like a little party select screen right here. This is pretty cool. So I'm gonna take, so we've got Krieger with 52 health. Let's send Krieger the other way. Let's take Hode with us and Flit. Wait, can I just take all of these guys? Krieger, Sop is a warrior, Fisk is a spearman, and Brett is an archer. Should I take... Maybe I'll take Sop. Krieger and Brett? Let's take these guys. Nice. And here we go. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that first look. It was like 50 minutes, man. A lot of reading, like I said. I will mention that it does actually pick up from here. A lot of things just start rolling very, very quickly at this point, and there are a lot more critical decisions from this point on. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate that so much because YouTube's algorithm really loves the watch time. It loves likes and it likes comments as well. So the more of those things that happen, the better chance my channel has of growing. But if you're like me, you don't like being told what to do, and the moment you're watching a YouTube video and the person says, please like and subscribe, you immediately go, man, this guy. Then that's fine too. Don't forget there's a link down below for the game and all my other socials. See you guys in the next one.